Welcome to another episode of Meet Your Athlete. Today, my name is Alex Karyanke. We have Thomas Potzinger today here, and he's ready to give us his story here. He comes to train in Iten, Elgeyo Marakwet County, and here today we will focus on his story, hailing from Austria, a region where I think he will tell us how training is different from here also. Welcome and thank you so much for having time with us.
Thank you also for your interest.
So can you kindly give us a short and brief introduction and maybe an introduction about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Thomas Potzinger. It's a German name. I'm coming from Austria, which is in Central Europe, next to Germany, Italy, Hungary, Switzerland. We are bordering all these countries. It's a country not well known for athletics, more for skiing and playing soccer. So I decided to come here to Iten to follow my dream of running. Yes.
Yeah, and I understand you just came to run and making your dream a reality. Why did you choose to come to Kenya?
It's, for me, it is obviously why to come here. When I started somehow very late for running with 25 years, I set a very high goal. I want to reach Olympics, to run the marathon in the Olympic Games, which you almost need a 2:19. This is the qualifying international standard. Maybe Austria want to have it a bit faster. So this is a high goal for someone in my country. People just settle for lower goals. And then I watched many videos on YouTube and I wanted to see who are the best in the world. And you definitely find very fast that Kenyans and also Ethiopians are the best in long distance nowadays. So I didn't want to waste a lot of time. I just wanted to come here. I found a way. I did an internship for an Austrian management 2013. This was the first time I came to Kenya. I was near Naivasha in Kiambogo. This was some kind of entry to this place, to get to know the place, to see what the athletes are doing, and to learn from them, and to see why they are so strong, and what I have to do to become so strong.
When was
like them.
Yeah, when was your first time to come in Kenya?
It was 2013.
Yeah.
It was in end of February, and I did a volunteer in Naivasha for an Austrian organization, and this was the first time. But I saw there in Kiambogo, it's not a really good place for training, in my opinion. It's too hilly, the soil, the ground is very hard, and there are holes and stuff like that. So I wanted to come. Always wanted to come to this place because I saw already in YouTube on the videos that here in Iten are the most of the top athletes are training, and also many top coaches are based here. Some or most of them are from Italy. So I wanted also to meet them and to learn from them.
Nice. And what event do you participate or race?
For me, for someone who starts very late, there's, in my opinion, only one event where I can still perform very good.
Yeah.
When you are even older age, and this is marathon. And this is also my distance. I like to run long, and I like to run a lot.
Yeah.
So it's obviously that I have to focus on marathon, on this distance.
Yeah. So you see, that's more fun than short races.
I don't have this speed. For the shorter events, you must start maybe with 15 at least. That you develop your coordination. For running really fast, you need. It's more. I say to run fast is more a talent. To have endurance is more work.
Yeah.
So.
And how did it all start? When did you start dreaming of running, and thinking really that you can do something great in running?
Yeah, running was, let's start like that. Better, I want to start another way.
Yeah.
I was already working from the age of 15
Yeah.
up to 25,
Yeah.
almost 10 years. I was working in the industry. I was CNC operator in the car industry, paper industry, and I was always like not really happy with this job.
So you started to create a
No, I was thinking.
Yeah.
Then some things happened. If you are unsatisfied with life, you might also do things because you're not happy. So maybe you start, like in my case, to go a lot of out. I was always working, but I was not really taking care of my body and stuff like that. So with 25, I said myself, I cannot continue like that. I want to live a life which is better for me, where I feel happy.
Yeah.
And then I started to rethink what did I like to do when I was a child. And it was sports, and it was more running. I even was running in the field without any reason, laps, when I was maybe 7 years old. And the teachers, never someone was considering that I might be a talent in running, because also short distance and long distance I was the best in my classes at least. But I played basketball, which was not really suitable for someone who is very short and small body. So I wasted my time, and I always, when I said as a child, if I would get a possibility in any sports to be successful, I would do it. But basketball, there was no perspective. And also in soccer, I was not really good. I played a lot, but I was not really good.
You just tried.
Yeah, playing almost every day. Some of my friends are really good soccer players now, but for me, maybe also too small, and I just love to run up and down, and this. And when I was 25, I remember this is what I love. So I decided quite right away, I want to do that, and I started training. And then I immediately set this goal. I don't want to settle for something small. I want something big.
Yeah.
So I want to qualify for the Olympics, and I will do everything possible to achieve it.
Wow, wow. So you want to be in Tokyo 2020?
Let's see, 2020 or 2024. I will not limit myself, but
you have
more 2024. Then I'm 37. Is very good age for marathon, and you need train in running. Things doesn't go fast. Of course, some are more talented, but this is also in consideration of the background. But in endurance sport, you need endurance.
Yes,
You need to train many years until you become good.
Yeah.
It's not something which happens overnight, in my opinion. It takes a lot of effort.
Yeah. And in your country, you must be having a lot of friends there who ask you when you go back there. He asks you, how is Kenya? What do you tell? Do you encourage them? Come with me next time. Let's go to Kenya. Or no, Kenya, no. What do you tell them?
I have to be honest with everything.
Yeah,
so
sure.
my friends are not interested really in running. So they are playing soccer. They are working somewhere in some areas, different areas. So running is not popular in my country, and also the people ask why I'm doing this. I don't earn with it. It's very hard to earn something in this sport. And also Kenya is not this luxury life what people are used in Austria. They might come. One friend was here one time for just visiting me, and we went around to Mombasa, a bit relaxing and showing him the country. But the others are not really interested. Maybe one day for safari, but I want to train here, so I cannot travel around and go for safaris. It's also not in my opinion. When I go home, I'm happy to meet some of them and to talk, to explain, to tell them something about Kenya, but
do you feel
it's not
that
really luxury here.
Do you feel that as a setback or something, like you're the only one coming? No.
Yeah, sometimes I doubt myself because it takes very long time that you can see results. I must say now I train 5-6 years now, and the progress is less. But I see my body is changing, and also a lot of challenges. I mean, here in Kenya also, the injuries a lot, and you try to push maybe too hard, and you see you must start again, you go back, and then I sometimes I ask myself, is it right what I'm doing? Not I could work somewhere, getting good money, having now I'm doing also next to this a master program. I have already a bachelor degree. I have a profession. I could earn some good money, but with running almost nothing, and it's also very hard. Sometimes you wake up in the morning, everything is painful. You just cannot stand properly, and then I ask myself, yes. But in the end, I love this sport so much, and I love it. And I see, especially now since 2 weeks, wow, my body is really changing. And then I see it's worth. And I see also, since I'm talking with Coach Canova a lot,
Yeah.
which is for me the best coach in the world, almost long distance, that he changed also my mind. It's possible to run 200 or more kilometers per week. It will not hurt you. It's just what you think about the training. If you start to think it can damage me, or it is too much and stuff like that, then it's too much.
Yeah,
But
so
then you just leave it, because
just the mentality.
yeah, and this is what here really in Kenya changes, because here people at least train 150 kilometers per week, but in my country 80 is already a lot. So people, oh, you train 100 kilometers per week, but here 100 is like when I rest, I run 110 per week. But also there are people who are running 240, Eliud Kipchoge, or 220 kilometers per week. So, and they doing it since more than 20 years, are running, and they can still walk normal, they are still healthy. So I see there's no problem. And this change of mentality will also will make me successful, because I see now I can work a lot more.
And apart from, you've talked of some challenges like, catching up with the group and a lot of them. What are the challenges apart from that one?
From which one?
The challenges apart from those ones in running. What are the challenges in Kenya and maybe in your country back there?
The challenges apart from the training?
Yeah, no, apart from that challenge that you say it's hard, Kenyan push, and
Yeah,
you get catching up.
the expectation that you come here, and after 3 months you be same like them, you will get disappointed.
Yeah. And
so because these people, you cannot pick something up in 3 months for what they have worked. Maybe if they are 20 years, they have already 15 years of training. Because I just heard now from Canova the story from Bekele, but it's same like here in Kenya. Ethiopia, Kenya, almost the same from the living standard. But Bekele said one time to Canova, you didn't know what I did when I was a child. I had 9 kilometers to school, 9 kilometers back, which is 18 kilometers. And then he said I was lazy, I didn't like to study. So I played like 4 or 5 hours a day football, which means maybe he covered around 40-45 kilometers a day. And this for maybe more than 10 years. So how you want to catch up in 3 months? Someone has worked for so long time. And this is definitely a disappointment when I came here. It takes longer.
Yeah, and how do you overcome all these challenges? What way did you face them and now see that I will achieve? Like, you have an amazing target. You want to see yourself in the Olympics. What are you trying to do so that you must reach there?
Yeah, first I think you must love what you do. Because even despite all injuries and challenges and seeing that so many guys are stronger than you, if you love what you do, you stick to it. Because if you don't love what you do, you should change. And I have worked 10 years, something which I didn't love. So this is the most important, to overcome something. And it's also to work on your mind. I read a lot of motivational stuff. Like today I download again a lot of pictures where where people who are successful say, you will go through this, you might lose friends, people will say you are crazy, you will say to yourself you are crazy what you are doing here. And when I see these people had the same challenges, I start also more to believe I will achieve it. I work on my wall, I write down what my goals, every day I read, so I remind always myself why I'm doing this, why, and also I want to work more than the others. I think there are not many people here in Kenya even right now, even these athletes, they don't do that much like me, I believe, because now I have like 5 days, I run 160 kilometers in 5 days. It's an average more than 30 kilometers a day, and then I do every day like 30 up to 1 hour exercises for the stomach and everything, and then I do for the feet exercise, because I am not so talented, so I have to work more than the others.
Yeah.
So then I believe I can achieve if you put in the work.
Yeah.
Also, the guy from my home, Arnold Schwarzenegger, said,
Yeah.
if you put 6 hours a day in the things which you love, you will become successful.
Wow, nice. somebody will tell you you are crazy, you don't know what you are doing, but Thomas is telling you believe in yourself. Here is Thomas telling us more about himself and the running career. Perhaps this is a great motivation to young upcoming athletes, not just young upcoming athletes, but also those athletes out there struggling every time, saying that I won't make it, oh no, this is not me, I can't make it. But Thomas is telling you believe in yourself and just do it. Then Thomas, who is your mentor here in Kenya? Because you must be having a great athlete. Maybe you say, I adore this athlete, I want to be like him. Maybe you tell us who is your role model here in Kenya.
I must say it is Renato Canova now, because in athletes there are many who are really strong from the mind. I say it is Eliud Kipchoge, but I just met him one time, but it's really great.
Yeah.
There are some people who are good and talented, but there are some people who are champions mind, and these are the people I admire, like Stephen Cherono, the steeplechase world record holder, and then also Kipchoge, Olympic champion in marathon. This is something you don't become easily.
Yeah.
You have only once in 4 years the chance to become Olympic champion, so you must be really focused to hit the point. But my mentor is Canova, because I said even if I reach my goal, the Olympics, I will run in the back. So I'm 25. I will achieve my goals, but it's still far from where I want to be the best in something.
Yeah.
So I always said this also since I started running. I knew I will become a coach. So even 2013, I came here to Iten one time from Kiambogo, and I said I want to meet Canova, but he was not around. He started.
How did you know first him?
From YouTube.
Oh, YouTube.
There are many videos, especially the ones with Moses Moso. I don't know if you know the athlete from Kenya who was won the national in cross country, was Boston Marathon second place in his debut, running 2:03. Was a really great athlete and was coached by Canova, and I saw these videos and I said Canova is someone who is really thinking big. He said you can run 2:02. So no, other people say
you can. So when you are coming there from your country, you had two goals that you want to accomplish: meeting Canova and maybe exercise your running career.
That I achieve my goals as an athlete. Yes.
Yeah. And what is your big goal this year? What is your next competitions and maybe your target and expectations actually?
This year, I think it will be some kind of breakthrough, because my body is really changing. Last year I was already not bad, but I had a small problem because I stepped really, not just small on a stone, but I stepped really deep, and it cost me a lot of problems. And now it's almost gone, and I can train properly. I train more than ever before. There's a race. My goals for this year is to win this marathon where I'm going to. It's Warschau Marathon in Austria. It's a small marathon, always the winning time around 2:30. And then I want to finish my master thesis and my master program because I'm still in university, so I'm not really completely and only training. I have to do a lot of other stuff.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much for that time. And we are now taking a very short break. We will be right back. And as he said, he do many more other occupations than running. He's not just focusing on running. He will, when we come back, he will tell us more what he do outside his country and a lot of things.